Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is well on this beautiful sunny Saturday morning. The sun is right behind me doing its thing, and it is nice out. I wish I could send some of you guys this nice weather your way. That is nice. Like, you don't need a winter jacket, you just need a sweater, a hoodie. Yep. And I can have coffee outside in the middle of February. Like, what? But I will take it and enjoy every single bit of it, because it could all change tomorrow. You never know. So if you're having a cup of coffee or tea, cheers. Here's to a wonderful day. Oh, that is good. This is my second cup. Are you ready for story time? Because we're going to have story time and coffee. Okay, I have a good story to tell you. Something happened last night, and oh my gosh, only us. Never a dull moment. So let me grab a chair and set you guys up, and we'll have a story time while we drink our delicious cup of coffee. Before I begin with the story time, I just want to say that everyone is okay. Okay, everyone is a-okay, and it's better to be safe than sorry, especially in today's crazy world. You know, it's just better to be safe than sorry. And if this situation happened to you, you would have 100% done the same thing. And if you say no, then you're 100% lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sorry. Because I guarantee you, you would have done the exact same thing as we did. Yes. Okay, so last night, let me set the scene. There's something on my glasses. What is that? A crumb. Okay. I had half of we had one muffin left. I split it with Casey, so I had half of muffin, and somehow I got a muffin crumb on my glasses. Okay. Squirrel. So last night, it was 8 o'clock at night, and Casey was sleeping. He was zonked out. He was snoring away. I was on my phone playing one of many games I play. I have a handful of games I play when I first wake up, or when I'm winding down at night time. I like just to play, a game. And so that's what I was doing. I was playing one of my games. Henry was watching YouTube on the TV, and I think Aurelia was watching YouTube also, but on the computer. And all of a sudden we hear a car alarm go off, and at first I thought, okay, was that TV? A breakfast got served. Yummy. Yeah, so because I thought first it was a TV, but it wasn't. And I even double checked. I asked Henry, I'm like, was that the TV? Just to make sure. And he said no, it wasn't. Cause I thought it was his YouTube video. But it wasn't. Okay. So I was like, okay, that's weird. And then a few seconds later, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 seconds, it goes off again. So something is up. Okay. That's good. So I go grab my keys. Okay, my set of keys. Hubby has a set of keys. No, out of the two set of keys, his key set is the main one. Okay, and his set is somewhere lost in the house. At that moment, we didn't know where. But we found them. He found them this morning, and I will get back to that. But at the moment, we grabbed my keys because we didn't know where his were, and I'm pushing the button to shut off the alarm. And like we're at the door, we're at the front door, and like our front door has like teardrop windows or raindrop window shape. There's like three different. They're a shape of like tears or raindrops, and you can look through. And it's nighttime, okay? It's nighttime. Everything in the dark is 100% scarier. And there have been, this has been going on for a while, with, because, people have been caught on people's, doorbell dash, or, the doorbell cameras, and there's been people caught, like, you know, lurking around cars, checking to see if the cars are unlocked, because, you know, this is a different world. People are struggling, you know. So, what?
I want to say that.
What?
I want to tell them.
Oh, tell them what part?
No.
I'm not at the key part.
No, because I'm going live tonight on Poshmark.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come on, I go at 10 p.m. So Ontario time, 7 p.m. BC time, and 8 p.m. Alberta time. So you guys can see what we have and have fun.
I thought you were telling them about last night. He goes live almost every night on Poshmark, and he's really good at it. So, anyways, where were we? Yeah, so people have been caught, you know, lurking around. Okay, and I mean, like, you know, like hoods up, you know, suspicious, right? And so people post it online, right? So it kind of, you always lock your door, and we always lock our doors too. We always lock our car doors. It's like a habit. We lock our car doors. Just like, you know, when you enter your house, you lock your house door. Like, it's automatic. But I was like trying to remember, did I lock it? You know, like you start to second guess yourself. You know, did I lock the door when I came home from grocery shopping? You know, like, I think I did, but you start to second guess yourself, and it's like, well, maybe I did it. So, like, you know, we knew that was going on. It's still going on, you know, because, like I said, people are struggling, and they're looking for anything that they can find, you know, in cars, like, or whatever to steal. Unfortunately, it's been happening around our neighborhood and in nearby neighborhoods also. I don't think it's happening as much, but it's still going on, you know. So, like, we're looking out the window, right? And he thought he saw somebody moving around the back. And it's like, okay, we're freaking out. Because, yeah, it's just, you know, because it's like, you're trying not to freak out. Henry was awake, and, you know, and you don't want to freak him out. So I called 911. First time having to call 911. So when you call, they ask, you know, police or ambulance. And I'm like, police. And she took, you know, information. I told her what was going on, and like the light inside the car was on, in the trunk area, that light was on, and like we didn't know if somebody, like, you know, tried to like break in, because, you know, with whatever tool that they use, crowbar or whatever, on the other side, and like got in, and the car was just going off. Like, if it just does that automatically, like, you know, we don't know. I don't know cars. He doesn't know cars. I just know how to drive them, you know. that's it. And I know where the gas goes, you know. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So he said he saw somebody, and so we're on the phone with the dispatcher. She's really good. She's calm, and she asked, like, the information, like, oh, can you see the description? You know, see them. No, I didn't see anybody, because it was hard for me to see, because it is dark. But the hubby thought he saw someone moving in the back. He thought he saw something. So that's why I said it's better to be safe than sorry. So the cops came, and we've called the cops before. Last time we had to call them was when we woke up one morning and there was somebody's stuff from a backpack all over our property. You know, but that was like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, and that was just like a really bizarre moment when that happened, because it was actually somebody's ID also, so that's why we had to call the cops, and they took it and they got it back to her. So it was just really weird incident, bizarre, you know. Like, I was like, wait, what's going on? I mean, it is a pretty good neighborhood, and that was like the only thing since we've been married and living here, the only weird thing that's really happened. Until, like, you know, last night, because the alarm was going off every like 15-20 seconds, and I had to keep pushing the button on my keychain to just make it shut up, you know. How to become the unpopular neighbors that nobody likes. Yeah, just have your car alarm going off around 8 o'clock at night. Well, and I couldn't control it, so yeah, so they came, And when they came, the dispatcher hung up with me, but she was really good, and she was like, she was just, did pretty much ask you for your address, of course, your name, if you have a dog. And I'm like, nope, we just have a cat. She's not a very good guard cat, but but she does catch a good fair amount of mice. So, but yeah, and I know why they're asking for a dog, because some dogs can go crazy and bark, right? They go in protective mode when they don't know somebody, a stranger. So, and yeah, but she was really good. She was really nice, and they came, and one came from one direction, the other one came from the other direction, so they block off the area, so if there is somebody here, they can't really escape, right? And they both walked up, to the car, and with the flashlights. So nobody was in the car. But like I said, when something like this happens at nighttime, it's 100% more scarier. So, and then do you feel like an idiot because there was nobody in the car when you thought there was somebody in the car? Yes, absolutely you do. But then you don't really care, because it's like, well, what if there was somebody in the car? There's always that. What if there was somebody who got their way in there, and if they had a weapon? Oh, that was another thing that the dispatcher asked, if we had any weapons. And I was like, no, not unless you count my frying pan. Like, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it, yeah. It's just, you never know, and it's better to be safe than sorry. And the cops are really, really nice. And there was a third cop came just to check on the situation, and he was kind of a car guy. He kind of knew about cars, and he tried to start the car and then turn it off, because he says sometimes that works, but that it didn't work. So they unhooked the battery so we wouldn't drive ourselves and the neighbors crazy all night. And then, so it's like, okay, and then I Google it, okay, why would, because I've had the horn go off for no absolute reason when I opened the door at a parking lot at No Frills, a month ago. I was at No Frills, and the key was out of the ignition, and I went to open the door, and the horn was going off, and it was like, what the heck? I don't know. The car has a mind of its own. Remember that movie? I think, was it Stephen King movie, Christie, the possessed car? It just, you start thinking, along those lines. Yeah, my car is possessed. I know. Yeah, so yeah, they unhooked the battery for us, and they were really nice. They were understanding. So, and they got here pretty fast. So kudos to the cops. Cheers. Yeah, I thank them, and I said thank you so much, and yeah, you got here quick, so, appreciate it. But yeah, and then this morning, remember I said that hubby lost his keys? Well, he found them this morning. Yeah, he found them. Yeah, in the dryer. So they went through the wash, and they went through the dryer. Now, was the dryer going on at the time of the car alarms going off? We're not 100% sure, but that's what we're thinking. And I'm like, you know what, that makes sense. Oh yeah, and I did look it up to why it would do that. The alarm would go off, and one was low battery, loose connections, and something else I can't remember, but yeah, there were 3 main reasons why he would do that. But yeah, so his keys went through the wash and the dryer. We're not sure if they still work, if you push the button, if they would still automatically work, but we're thinking that could be why it was going off, because that would definitely do it, because it would go off, and I would do it right, and then it would just do it again, and it's like, this isn't making sense. And but knowing that he found them in the dryer, it's like, okay, that kind of makes sense. So we're not 100% sure, but that's what we're thinking. So he called the company, Ford, where we got the car here in town, and good news is the car is under warranty until next October. So that is good, but I think it has to be under so many kilometers, and I think it is. for it to be under warranty. But so it goes in Monday, but I think we'll have my dad come out and hook up the battery, because he doesn't know how to hook up the battery. I don't know how to hook up a battery, and I don't want to learn how to hook up a battery. I don't want to mess with that, it's just, no. I'll watch somebody else do it, but I don't want to do it. So that was our Friday night. Very exciting, but like it was kind of nerve-wracking, because you don't know, and it's dark and it's scary, and even though I know we have angels, and if there was somebody out there, they wouldn't be able to harm us, because they would have to get through our angels, and good luck doing that. You're not going to succeed, yeah, but still, you're scared, and yeah, you're human, so you're going to get scared and a little bit nervous, so yeah, because you just don't know, Yeah, I already ate my egg sandwich. Did I say that? I don't know. I paused the video and I ate it. So yeah, I don't mind eating on camera, but I don't like when I'm telling a story and I'm eating and I gotta stop to eat. I don't like doing that. I think that's why I don't like doing mukbangs. No, I've done a few mukbangs, and then after the first few, I remember one summer I got McDonald's and I did a car mukbang, and I just didn't feel comfortable. I erased the video. I don't know, I just don't like it. It's just not for me. I know some people like doing them, but I don't. We all have our videos we like to film and don't film, and mukbangs for me is one that I don't really like to film, and sometimes I don't really like to watch them, That's just me, though. Yeah, that's just me. I think because I find it, because, when you're telling a story and you gotta stop and eat, I don't like that part. I want to tell a story straight through, unless you get interrupted by your husband, that's different. But if you're, eating, it's just, and you gotta take a bite, it's yeah, I don't like that part. That part is just irritating to me, yeah. But that's just me. That's just me. We're all different in our ways, so, yeah. That's me. Yeah, and I know there's people that film them and they do them, and that's fine. I enjoy them, and that's fine. But they're just not for me. Not for me. Yeah, like I said, I did one, and it's when it doesn't sit right with you, and it's yeah, but if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not gonna post it. So yeah, I deleted it. I was about, I don't know, I think 2 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, 2 years ago, probably. Yeah, that's why you don't see mukbangs on here. That's the only thing I don't do. Yep. Yeah, so that was our Friday night. It was really exciting. How was yours? How was your Friday night? Oh my gosh, it's yeah. Speaking of Friday nights, that reminds me. TGIF, right? Thank goodness it's Friday, and Boy Meets World. I listened to their podcast, Pod Meets World. I did fall behind because of the reno. I'll talk about that also. Speaking of the reno, but this is gonna be a long coffee chat. Hope you guys don't mind. But I was scrolling on Instagram, and right before this all happened, right before all the shenanigans went down, I'm scrolling on Instagram, and I think I'm behind on this season a few episodes. I didn't bother getting caught up with what season. I think they're on season 4. I'm also watching Boy Meets World as I listen to the podcast, but because I was so behind, and because we had the rundown and it was Christmas, and I just got behind on season 3. I think they're doing season 4. I just forgot I just skipped the rest of season 3, and I thought, okay, when they just started season 4, so now I'm starting to listen to it again. Excuse me, I think I'm behind on a few episodes, but I'll get caught up, because Monday they're having Andrew Keegan on their podcast. Andrew Keegan, my crush. Oh my gosh, I never thought they would get him on. I never thought. No, I didn't. He's in California. He's a cult leader, unfortunately. And rather he's still doing that, I don't know. I'm assuming. Cults are very hard to get out of. I mean, But I just laughed because I crushed on him very hard. I had the biggest crush on Andrew Keegan. Oh my gosh, Camp Nowhere. I would rent that VHS over and over again, and I would watch it on the weekends over and over again. I can remember staying up and, okay, getting, well, when everybody went to bed, okay, and I would get up, like I was still up, but I would grab my sleeping blanket and I would watch Camp Nowhere while everybody was sleeping. Yeah, I crushed hard. I mean, he wasn't my, okay, he was my first teen bop crush. My first crush would go to Christopher Reeve, Superman. That was my first crush. Yeah, hello. Yeah, so yeah, we lost him way too soon. Like, oh, he's so talented, so talented, and we lost him. We lost a lot of people way too soon, but he's one of them. Yeah, and but my first, teen bop crush was Andrew Keegan. So looking forward to that. We might have to talk about that in the next coffee chat, because I was like, I burst out laughing, like, oh my gosh. And he still looks fabulous. He does. Like, he is around my age. I'm 42. I'll be 43 in May, but he still looks fabulous. Like, yeah. Oh no, just get rid of the cult. Like, get out of the cult. What are you doing? Like, come on. And he got into it because, and this is what happens when he was at a low point in his life, and that's when you're down in life and you feel hopeless, that is when the cults get you, right? They make it sound so good, and it's like, no, don't listen to them, like, look to Jesus, that's all you gotta do. Look to Jesus. Yeah, that's your answer. Don't go to a cult. Jesus can help you. He can be your friend. Yeah, he can guide you. But so I'm looking forward to that. It's like, oh my gosh, hurry up Monday. I know. Oh yeah, because I also do because I listen to them. They don't film and put it up on YouTube like Talkville, Smallville, because with them I watch them, but with Pod Meets World I listen to them through the app. So yeah. But yeah, Monday, let's go Monday. I know. It's just fine. I remember him, like being on like almost every popular show. I remember him on Seventh Heaven. He was on Seventh Heaven. What else? Oh, Sabrina. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch Sabrina. I still won't watch Sabrina because I can't. Sabrina Teenage. It's not a good show. She's she's a witch, and witches aren't godly. So yeah. So yeah, I don't like witches. Yeah, they're bad news. What else? But I remember being sneaky and recording the episode he was on. Yeah. I do, because I knew I wasn't allowed to watch it. And this was back in the day when you had to program. You had to put it in the VCR, right? You could program it, the date, the time, and you had to put the channel. Kids today wouldn't understand what, like, you had to record a TV show. Like, I didn't want to wait for reruns. And so yeah, you had to put like the channel, the date, the time, like you had to make sure you put like 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. You had to. If you put 8 p.m. to like say 8:25, well, you're missing 5 minutes, so oh my gosh, those were the days having to program the VCR just to record your show. And I hit it because when the VCR record, the little red button would appear to show you that it's recording. So I remember we were home and I remember putting something in front of that. I know, I got away with it. I don't know how I watched it, but I must have been sneaky. I know. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry, Mom. Oh no, but Andrew Keegan, it was worth it. I'll tell you. Yep, it was worth it. Yeah, he was on a lot of shows. Yeah, and then he disappeared and joined a cult, so. but that just made me laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, so I'm looking forward to Monday. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people crushed on JTT, but yeah, but Andrew Keegan, yeah, hello. Tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, yeah. So I will keep you updated with the car. And it does go in Monday, but if that's why it did it, and I'm thinking that is why, but I'm still not 100% sure, then we'll cancel an appointment. But yeah, that's that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and speaking of talking about Henry watching YouTube, I did a TikTok of this talking about it, but it was too long to do a short, because YouTube shorts are 60 minutes, and TikTok you can do up 10 minutes, and Instagram I think is like 3 minutes for stories. But I wanted to bring this up. Life with boys. Henry was watching a YouTube video, I think, on the hubby's phone. Okay, and they're watching it together, and I'm sitting in the rocking chair, and I hear Henry say, "Oh, let's show Mama." Oh, okay, let's show Mama. In my books, usually it means a red flag, because it's going to be disgusting and disturbing. One or the other, sometimes both. In this situation, it was both, okay? He showed me in this video, it was a video of a huge frog, like a bullfrog. I don't mean a huge frog, like the size of a bullfrog. I'm not sure, maybe it was a bullfrog, I'm not 100% sure, but the sucker was huge, okay? He was huge. He's in this enclosure, okay? It looks like an aquarium, okay? Just, minus the water and all that, right? And in the enclosure goes 2 scorpions. Also, in the enclosure goes a good-sized lizard. A lizard that's probably this long. A good-sized lizard. Okay. Some people might own them as pets. Okay. And I know, and I knew, I knew where this was going. You probably know where this is going. I knew where it was going. Okay. So the frog eats the scorpions. Okay, no problem. I can handle that. That's fine. You eat the scorpions. The scorpions were just an appetizer, and I knew what was going to happen next. The poor lizard, who was trying to, it's kind of sad. This is I know it's nature, but it was sad because the lizard was trying to climb out, and of course it's glass, so you can't climb on glass unless you're Spider-Man. But yeah, you're Spider Lizard. So there's no escaping your doom, and unfortunately the lizard met his doom. So I look away because I know what's going to happen. But I did not look away long enough, because I looked back, and the image forever in my brain is the image of the lizard's head and the frog's mouth going, the poor lizard, rest in peace. Because he's trying to escape, but, there's no escaping your doom. You're the frog's feast, the buffet, and yeah, it was just, oh my gosh, why are you showing me this? What did I do to you? Don't show me this. And I didn't know that frogs ate lizards, but you know what? Now I do. You learn something every day, and that's something I learned that day that I did not plan on learning, but I unfortunately did learn it, and it was just oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't know. I knew they ate insects and that, but I just didn't know they ate a lizard, and I just thought, isn't a lizard too big? But I guess not. But it's just things, and boys just find that so interesting, right? So cool. And me on the other hand, it's yeah, no, it's not cool. No. No. Oh no, but yeah. Oh, anyways, I had to bring that up. I think that's all for today's coffee chat. It's going on quite long. There's lots to talk about. Last night's excitement and yeah, Andrew Keegan and a frog eating a lizard. So that's a pretty good coffee chat. Yeah, just mix it up a little bit. I know. Alright, so I'm going to finish my cup of coffee. I have a little bit left, not much. And go inside and yeah, figure out what to do with the car. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, of course. And oh, I finished Casey's hat. Let me take you inside and show you. I did post it on my Instagram and community board, but just in case, I know not everybody sees everything, so I will show you on here. I finished it yesterday morning. I did a pom-pom. There are different ways to do a pom-pom. People like will cut out a piece of cardboard to make one. I did try that. I didn't like that way. I just used my fingers, all four of them. You kind of take the yarn and you put a piece in between your fingers here, your index, and then leave it hanging, and then you wrap and keep wrapping until you have a good amount, and then cut it, and then take it off, and then you cut another piece like a good like long, not too long, maybe like around 6-8 inches around there. I just eyeball it, and then you tie it around, knot it, and then you cut all the loops and you have a pom-pom. That way it worked out a lot better. It was just more quicker and easier. So and I do have a book because like I haven't crocheted since probably my teenage years, so it's been 20 plus years because life gets busy. And I'm just starting to crochet again. Really loving it, and just it's really relaxing. Really relaxing to just sit there at nighttime or in the morning, evening, whatever, and just crochet for a little bit. But when I first started crocheting, I wrote down in a book, which I still have, but it's buried in the mud room. Oh, the rhino. Okay, this coffee chat ain't over. The rhino. I gotta talk about the rhino. But oh my gosh, yeah. But I have wrote down in that book like how to make a pom-pom, how to do like a single, double stitch, and like all that stuff in the book. But it's buried, so that's why but today you have YouTube and Pinterest. Back then I didn't have YouTube or Pinterest. I think we had YouTube, but YouTube was just starting, but we definitely did not have Pinterest. So yeah, I just looked it up, but yeah, that book is like buried. But yeah, we'll go in and I'll show you, but the reno will be starting for sure this week. It hasn't started at all this year, even though I kept saying it should start, but stuff happened that was not in my control. So because our contractor like during Christmas he didn't come, and that was fine because the kids were home. It would have been too much going on, too chaotic. When you have the kids home and you have something like that going on upstairs, it's very stressful and overwhelming, right, for me. So yeah, and then I think he had somebody, because he does have other jobs too that he goes to back and forth also, and he had somebody, I think he had somebody had like a sub pump issue. So if somebody had like a more serious issue like that, he went over there, which is fine, understand. And then what was it, last week he had a frozen pipe in his house that burst, so he had to fix that. That was last week, and then I guess I found out yesterday, my mom told me that he hurt his arm. So it's just been a great 2024. 2024 is supposed to be a good year for us, and it still will be a good year for us, but it's just starting off a little rough. 2024, like, it's just starting a little bit rough for us. 2024, like, enough, I'm done. Let's jump to 2025. Like, I know, but like, I know, like, but you know what I mean. It's just like the year just started, and it's like it doesn't really start the way you want it to start. You have all this other stuff happening, and it's like, okay, I'm done. Here's my white flag. I'm done. I retire. Yeah. I still, yes, I did. Maybe just a little bit. So, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it just feels like one thing after another, and it's like, stop. Okay, I'm done. Just stop. I know, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, but he will be coming for sure next week. So I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to have out. I do have videos I want to start doing, but I need this reno to be done with because I just can't concentrate. You know, it's just, yeah, you know, your mind feels like it's cluttered. Yeah, because like, yeah, I just can't. I can only handle so much right now because, yeah, of like the way the house is, and it's just, I just want it back in order, you know. It's been like 3 months, so yeah. Yeah, 3 months since the end of October, the weekend before Halloween. That's when, yeah, that's when it started, the reno, and it's like, oh my gosh, the never-ending reno. Like, you know, it's almost done, like, you know, and we are at our home stretch, you know, we're almost there, almost finished, but it just feels like the last bit is taking forever to get done. And so yeah, I do have video ideas, but I need this reno done with first. Yeah. And then I can concentrate on the videos and, yeah, write down my ideas. Yeah. So I'm not sure how many videos I'll have up after this. It just depends what I have to film, when I can film, but, you know, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Anyways, let's go inside. It's probably going on for an hour. Who knows? I keep chit-chatting. Let's go inside. I'll show you Casey's hat. Alright, so here is Casey's hat. Pom-pom and all. That's the front. And that's the back. Super cute. It turned out so much better than I thought it would because the last hat that I crocheted was like 20 plus years ago. So that's why when I was first crocheting this, I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. So I am quite pleased and amazed with myself that it turned out fabulous and really super cute. Red and blue. Those are the colors you requested because they're marble colors. And the pom-pom just completes it. It completes it. Super cute. I love it. So I'm going to start Henry's hat next. I already bought the wool last month. I bought green and yellow, his colors that he requested. But yesterday he told me he also wants red and blue added to the hat. So so you know how in the Bible Joseph had like the multicolor coat? Well, Henry will have a multicolor hat. Yeah, I'm gonna double check before I start to make sure he still wants all those colors. I think I gotta count the rows. I think there's like 21, around 21 rows. So whatever rows there are, I will just divide them up between the colors. For his hat. His hat I'm going to start next. I think that took me about, yeah, around 2 weeks. So I mentioned that, I might have, I don't know. And I probably will do one for the hubby, but I'll pick out different colors. I'm not sure what color. But I might not start his until like later on in the season, because by the time I get Henry's done and then I work on the hubby's and get his done, it will probably be spring. It'll be too warm for a hat. But he'll have it for later on in the fall. So if I do start it, he'll have it for later on in the fall, or I'll start later on in the season. We'll see. And I do still want to keep crocheting when I'm done big projects like that. And I went on Pinterest and I went down the rabbit hole of like stuff that you can crochet. And there's lots that I want to start crocheting, so I'm going to be doing that. So like, because when I went on Pinterest and all of a sudden on the page, you know, the home page there, and it's like, oh, that's a cute pattern. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know you could crochet that. Okay, so yeah, because I still want to crochet, you know, and even if it's just something little that I can crochet while I'm sitting down, you know, at night or in the morning, whenever, and it is relaxing. So yeah, I still want to crochet, even if I don't have a big project. Although Casey might keep me busy for a while because he requested gloves next to match his hat, and I don't know how to do gloves, so I'm sure there's a pattern somewhere, but it's like, let's put a question mark next to that. Maybe, you know, we'll see. How about a scarf? How about a scarf? A scarf, like, is a lot easier. I know, again, he's coming up with everything. Oh, can you crochet this next, you know? And he's doing pretty well. Speaking of Casey and crocheting, he is doing well. He's still practicing, and he's doing pretty good. He's still practicing chaining, so pretty soon I'll show him a single stitch, and he can practice that, and pretty soon, you know what, he can crochet me something. A scarf or something, yeah. Yeah, because I would crochet a scarf for him, half blue and half red. And the only time they wear a scarf is when it's like really cold and blistering out, and they put it over their mouth to keep warm. That's the only time they wear one. But yeah, gloves, I'm not too sure. Gloves, we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to end this video because it's probably long enough, but I want to show you the hat because not everybody has Instagram, and maybe you didn't see my post on the community board. But yeah, super cute. I love it. I'm not a hat person, but it does make me want to be a hat person. Yeah. Alright guys, so thank you so much for having a coffee chat with me, chit-chatting away with me. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next video hopefully soon. Alright, so as always, ta-ta for now. Bye! Quick update on the car so you guys are not left hanging and waiting for my next video since I'm not sure when that's going to be. Probably when I make the boys Valentine's, well, it's for everybody, not just for the boys, our Valentine's Day treat when I bake that. But yeah, my mom and dad just left a little bit ago. My dad dropped off homemade bread that he made, whole wheat bread. So yummy. This will be yummy toasted tomorrow morning or right now, because I don't think I could wait till tomorrow morning to try it out. So that was a nice surprise. So before my dad came over, he asked me when the car was going crazy, the alarm going off, if the keys were in the wash at the same time. And I'm like, yep, that's what we think. We know, we're pretty sure that's what happened, but like, we know we're not 100% sure, you know, because it still could have been just like a malfunction somewhere in the car. But he thought that was what went wrong. That was the issue, that because they went through the wash, and it's like, yeah, and the washing machine is like very close to the car, so it would, you know, be in distance for it to work. It wouldn't be too far, right? So I'm like, yep that makes complete sense. So he came over, he looked at it, and moral of the story and lesson of the day, make sure your electronic keys do not go in the washing machine / dryer. Okay, because lesson learned. That's what happened. He must have had them in his pocket. He didn't realize it. He tossed the load in. So it happens. At least I hope it happens. So we can't be the only people that this has happened to. You know, it's just like, yeah. So he's not going to use his keys until he gets a new set. So we'll use my set of keys. Yeah, he could use his, but he can't use the lock. You can't push the button to lock and unlock the door. But just to be safe, we're not going to use his keys until he gets a new set. So there you go. Now we know. I'm kind of mad because it's like, you know, we'll cancel the appointment at Ford. We won't have to do that. And yeah. It's like, okay, that's, good news, and okay, that's good. Now let's keep it at that. Nothing else happened, okay? Like nothing else is allowed to go on that is like that chaotic. Okay, yeah. Knock on wood. Okay. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know very quick. I know this video is long, but you won't mind. No, extra long chit-chatty video. Alright, so yeah, ta-ta for now. Bye.